In order, thank each of you for being here today. We're live online again with Facebook, and we've asked Don Chapman if you'll come up and opening with prayer, please.
Yes, sir.
Glad to have you here, sir.
Thank you for the invitation. Come on, everybody.
Hello, how you?
All right, God, for another day. Let me read a scripture before we pray. I'm reading one scripture from Psalms 90, verse 17. May the kindness of the Lord our God be upon us and confirm us for the work of our hands. Yes, confirm the work of our hands. One scripture I want to read from Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do the work heartily, as for the Lord and not for people, knowing that it is from the Lord that you will receive a reward for the inheritance. But it's the Lord Christ whom we serve. Let me say one word before I pray. If we keep our mind focused on God and whom we serve and whom we have to answer to, every decision and choice we make, I believe people will be fairly covered and taken care of if we keep God as our center. It may be hard in this season, but we keep focused, we'll be able to do it. Let us pray. Eternal God, our Father, we pause today to thank you. Thank you for the gathering of these city leaders, these officers, the mayor, and all of this group here today. We pray, God, for your presence in this place. We pray for your divine leadership, your divine favor. And you have been good to Panola County, and we thank you for that. We thank you for your grace and mercy that wake us every morning in our right minds. And I pray for this group today, God, you would let your wisdom, your knowledge, and our understanding rest upon their hearts. Let them feel the brotherly love that you would have us to feel as we serve this great community. We pray you will continue to strengthen this great mayor, keep him in your care. Everything concerns him and everyone that's here under the sound of my voice. We all belong to you. You are our God. We are your servants. We pray, dear God, you will lead this group in the path that you have to go. When all been said and done, your name will give the glory and praise. In Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Ben, could you lead us in prayer, please?
Yes, sir.
All right, pledge.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
To all in attendance pursuant to the order of the Board of Aldermen adopted March 1, 2022, in order to address the Mayor and Board of Aldermen, you must be on the agenda, and pursuant to the order adopted March 23, 23, you must sign the sign-in sheet with the complete address. All right, now we have before us now the agenda for today. Is any additions, deletions? All right, and you have one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're gonna have to add one that you're for. Okay, very good. Anybody else? I'll accept the motion to accept as is. Motion made by Stan, second by Dennis. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, we have the minutes. I've got one for you, May the 5th. We've got May 5th and 12th, but I wanted to look at page 754, May the 5th. It's good, but it's not very specific. It says that we would allow a sewer line to the property of a business, the intention from the business locating at this location and an easement being donated. We need to be, I think we need to add specifics because.
Yeah, you and I on the same page. I had a note for y'all to look at that, see if it's satisfactory.
Right.
And I guess it's not very specific.
Oh, it needs to be, or does it?
Well, I mean, if it states what, it doesn't say where, it doesn't.
Right,
I mean, we all know we're talking about east of Highway 6 East.
right.
But, we've done an executive session, we didn't, and I don't know whether you want to name the property owners involved or the parties involved, but that was the concern. Did we put enough in there, or did it not cover enough to be specific? So,
Come on, what do you want us to do? Take that
well,
out
I mean, y'all just.
and redo it?
Well, you could correct it or amend it, don't approve it till you decide what you want to do with it. Then you can approve it as change.
Well, the problem is they're buying, some people are buying some property and it's not specific. You know, what property, and that's the problem they're having. And I'm thinking, well, we need to look at that.
Well, let's just amend it for the moment and get our language right.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's what we need to do.
Amend it to be
I don't know how much
specific.
y'all want to say.
Just specific property or?
Well, I just don't know. I don't know the answer to that, 'cause I don't know if the parties involved don't want it to be public yet, I guess that's what I'm saying. So, y'all
Okay,
discussed it.
we know what we're doing. We
Y'all
know-
what you were doing.
We know that we will, as a board, allow any business coming in, but I can't say that.
Well, can we say how it's
You can say how it's fixed.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
can I suggest that we talk about it in executive session, and that way we don't have to worry about what we say and not say, and about the property owners, and we can speak more freely?
I'm with that. I think we got to have some, tie it down a little bit. So let's hold that page 754 sewer line, minute until later.
Just don't approve that 7 minutes yet,
That-
until we get that straight.
The whole set,
Yeah.
okay,
When you do approve, it'll be approved as amended or changed or something.
when we do.
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right, well, excuse me for the delay there, but
It's all right.
Had to do-
Well, I was
to
going to
approve
delay
it.
it a few days, because I had the same, that's what I got written in red right there for
Okay.
myself. I
Right.
asked y'all about it.
We got it.
okay, so what about May the 12th? What do you say, approve this?
Now, you
Well,
can,
approve the
May the
minutes,
12th,
right?
if y'all are okay with the 12th, you can approve those minutes.
Okay,
But hold up on May the 5th, if you may
That's what we're
want to
gonna do.
change the language in May the 5th.
you understand that?
That's it,
This
yeah.
is for the May the 12th. All right, second for May the 12th. All right, Jimmy, any further discussion? All in favor? All right, motion carries, no opposition. All right, we just hold up on May the 5th till we get a
We'll
little definitive there. All right?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the consent agenda, the payroll press agenda, and the human resource.
All right, very good. Got a motion for those three items, those three areas from Stan, second by Dennis. Any further discussion? Motion, all in favor? The motion carries, no opposition.
Thank you all very much.
All right, Ms. Strong, are you here? There you are. Would you come up, please? If you come up here and identify yourself.
My name is Aaliyah Strong, and I was trying to see if we can have Hoskin Day on the 23rd, because people that's coming in town for graduation and everyone's, Hoskin Day is being proposed as a fun outdoor and community event with families and students, and community members can come together and fellowship, games, music, fun, and event, and positive activities. The purpose of this event is to promote unity, community involvement, and provide a safe and welcoming environment together for everyone to gather themselves. Activity may be including outdoor games, entertainment, food vendors, families and friends of all ages. Hoskin Day will give the community opportunity to connect, celebrate, creating long-lasting memories, and building a stronger relationship within the community. And if the day get approved, we will have security and ask that Batesville police come and patrol the area to make sure that everybody stays safe and that everything stays on topic. And we want to start it from 2 to 7, and if push comes to shove, we will shut it down if we have to.
Hey, the board here, we ain't got no problem with that. Only thing about it, just like what you said, you know, like you have any problem, we have to have barriers and the group to shut it down. So I motion you have.
All right, motion by Carl, second by Jimmy. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, motion carries, no opposition.
Where's it gonna be?
Hoskin Road.
They've had it several years,
Yeah.
even right kind of like in the school thing.
This is the first time y'all have asked for it then.
Oh, they did it every year, I think. They do it every
Yeah.
year forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's like, usually
Never mind.
it's done like a block party or whatever, they block off the whole little area.
I got you.
I've spoken to Ms. Strong and we swapped numbers. We're on the same page. It's no problem.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for coming. All right, Panola Partnership, is anyone want to speak?
All three of them.
All three gonna speak. Joe, you gonna let them speak?
That's really dangerous.
Good afternoon, everyone. I guess I'll go first. Mine's real simple. I want to thank y'all for the $500 that you're going to give us for the farmer's market for July 1.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we donate $500 to the partnership for their entertainment for that deal.
Okay, motion made by
Two
Stan, second by Carl. All in favor? Very good, motion carries.
For the entertainment for the birthday celebration.
July 1 farmer's market.
July 1 Farmers Market.
July 1, right?
And Katie is going to come back and let you know all the special surprises that we have for that day.
Okay.
Okay?
Come right to it.
That's all I have to do. Thank you.
And then I just wanted to give an update on the pavilion. As you guys have kind of seen as you've driven by, Chad and his contractors have done such a great job. It's looking really nice. They've stamped the concrete. It's almost finished. And then they're about to do the planters and they'll be done with phase 1. And then we got some good news yesterday that Governor Tate Reeves has called for our application via the Appalachian Regional Commission for the remainder of the pavilion for $500,000 to help to put the cover on. So it's just pending the application process, and I think it's a great indication that we're going to get funded for the rest of it. So we're not going to have just an empty slab up there. We're going to have an actual top and a beautiful pavilion. And he's not in this room right now, but we want to thank Daryl Dixon for, he's a rock star, as you all know. He's helped us navigate getting into ARC for this, and he'll help us with the application process from here. Thank y'all for your support on that.
Thank you.
Now your turn, Jeff.
Well, I've got, and I got permission to let everyone know, but before I get started with what I want to tell you, I want to thank those of you that came, and we had tremendous support at the Underground Solutions groundbreaking, and I want to thank you guys for being there and supporting it. It meant a lot. And I know Newt and his team and the fire department, we all worked really hard on it. And where's Andy? There's Andy and his department. I mean, it was just great cooperation from start to finish. Great project. The other thing I want to tell you, here to me it's a great news because I've been such a fan, and anybody that knows me, even when I was young, I've been a big Whataburger fan. So I will tell y'all, when Whataburger came in here to get their permit from Andy and his commission, and the building commission, they were overwhelmingly welcoming, and it was, they showed excitement. This is the head guy with Whataburger. He said, my team has never come back saying that they found a community that wanted us to be there so bad. So they moved us up above Tupelo and Oxford. We are, they're going to, in the next 1 to 4 weeks, they are going to begin here in Batesville. And they expect 130 days of construction, weather permitting, and they hope to be open for business between October and November. So isn't that great news? Getting a Whataburger. Yep, and they'll start on Oxford's 2 months after they break ground. They want to do a groundbreaking. So hopefully we'll all come out there and support that. In the next few weeks, we'll do a groundbreaking. So we'll let y'all know. And but they're excited to be here, and they can't imagine. They just think we're going to do so well here in Batesville. We're continuing to show that to companies, y'all. And also wanted to tell you, our office is working to get them and Chick-fil-A and Seven Brew added, and working with Andy and also with MDOT to get them added to a sign on the interstate, a new sign on the interstate, because everything we got is full. See, I can't imagine the business, Chick-fil-A and Whataburger both get a monster bump in business if they can get off that waiting list and actually get on a sign. So if y'all know anybody in MDOT, we're all asking to expedite that process. So just that's all we got, unless y'all got something.
Hey, Joe.
Yes,
As you said, the the groundbreaking was great, and all the departments were noticed there. And I've actually had a number of people call me representing these new companies come in and say just what you did, that the cooperation that we have here through every department has been outstanding, and that's a wonderful tribute to each of you.
It is.
I want to let that be known also.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have something for executive session, if you please.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Good. All right, we've got North Delta up, and I don't, Daryl's not here right now. He won't be here today. All right, next thing is Mendrock.
I'm here for Blake, Brandon
Oh,
Nichols, but
there you go.
I don't have anything, just if
Okay.
you need anything.
All right.
Mr. Mayor, I've got some stuff from Mendrop, but I'll just do it.
It's your
Here,
time.
at my-
Okay, very good. All right, very good. Anybody with Board of Supervisors or department heads could be coming? Any state, federal people here with us today? Any persons engaged in contractual business? I think not.
Mayor,
What am I doing here?
hey, if you're trying to say something.
All right, gotta kick me. All right, no one from Panola, from Panola, so we've got a public hearing. Andy, good timing. Thank you.
Everything's good, and I'm going good.
Yes, sir, I thought you were rolling through there pretty good, so I wasn't gonna wait there.
You wanted to hear my call.
That's right, exactly. Actually, we have 2 cleanup hearings today, and so we can start with 213 Baker Street. And the condition as of this morning is what it looks like right there. They have done some work, you know, but when we set the hearing, they had a tree still on top of the house, tree limbs still inside the house. They have at least removed that, cleaned that up, put tarpaulins and all on it. I have not spoken with anyone there, and to my knowledge, no one's here to represent them either. But the house is still kind of in a dilapidated state, and they need some building permits and all. And like I said, I haven't heard from them, so my recommendation to y'all, you know, would be to probably just give them a little more time and see if they continue working on it, since they have made some progress. Or, you know, like I said, I'm open to whatever y'all want to do with it.
Andy, I think that we has got some message this morning from them about telling us what was going on, the situation and everything, and
Right.
pretty much asked us for a little bit more time.
Yeah.
And we kind of talked about it, thought we'd give them till August 1st to get something done. And then after that, we'll have to do what's got to be done.
Right?
Is that good with?
That works.
Yeah.
I'll send you that text, Andy. I got it about 1:30 today, so just let you know what she's.
Point out, this is the hearing. If you don't adjudicate it at this hearing, you might have to go through the whole process again of giving notice. Unless you, I guess we could recess the hearing. And you gotta finish the hearing with either an adjudication or non-adjudication, is what I'm trying to say immediately.
But we can recess the hearing.
You can recess the hearing and then reopen the hearing at the next meeting, see if they've done it.
All right, so we need a motion to recess.
It needs to be August 4th,
Yeah,
not
that'll be
August
August,
4th.
whatever.
August 4th is a board meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I'd like to make that motion, Mr. Mayor.
All right, great.
Give her to the floor.
Second by Carl. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, motion is carried. Recess to August 4th. Thank you.
Sounds good. Next one I have is for 217 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. This is a burned out trailer that we have made contact with them in the past. We have not heard from them.
Andy, is that where Armstrong T's in?
Yes.
Straight across?
Yeah.
It is.
Been like that a while.
It has. It has.
Hey, and they said they be seeing lights on now. You know it ain't no lights now.
Right.
So folks be going over there at night.
From what I could see from the street today, you know, the front door was standing wide open, and I don't know, it may look like some furniture and stuff still in there, so it may be some kind of spark.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of folks call in on that, man. They said at nighttime, folks be over there. gonna be, something gonna happen now.
Yeah.
Gonna get rid of that.
I hope you recommending demolition.
I am. No contact. You know, they had said 30 to 60 days ago, whenever you had contacted them before we set the hearing, that, you know, they were working, because they're, the property owners, or the caretaker of the property is in Maywood, Illinois. And, it's in the state right now, but, they said that they were trying to get family members down this way to do something with it, and apparently they can't get any help, so I'd say we go ahead, and my recommendation would be to go ahead and adjudicate it and demo this property and help them
I
out.
make a motion.
Motion made by Carl, second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, motion carries. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you. Along with this, this would be kind of like the other properties that whenever we recommend demo, Colin's probably going to do a little research on it, probably get some title work and all done on it, especially with it being a manufactured home. They're titled a little different than just regular houses and all, so it'll still be another little process, but we're gonna start to work on it.
Andy, while you're here, that house you talking about, how close are we to getting it torn down?
I think we'll probably talk about that.
Executive session.
Executive
Later
session,
on.
okay. Thank you very much. Okay. That was it.
All right.
That's all I had for hearings.
You're ready for your next
I thought
soccer
so.
here. Okay. Go right ahead.
Right, and I only had one item on my agenda today, and that was to assess the cost and penalties for the cleanup at 117 Dickey Drive. That was one of those expedited cleanups. It only took the street department a few weed eaters and a couple of laborers to clean up, cut that property, so total cost was $250 along with penalty and administrative fee for a total of $550 to assess to those property taxes.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion made by Jimmy, second by Dennis. All in favor? Motion carries, no opposition.
And that is all that I have as of today, unless y'all have any comments, questions, concerns from my office.
Hey, I've noticed a lot of junk cars and stuff in people's backyards, yards and all junky. We need to get on it.
Yep, I have mentioned that to Huey, and he has started the process of that. Because I know he had addressed one just yesterday in Keating Grove and maybe somewhere else, but yeah, I told him that.
Dogwood Hills, just everywhere. Just gotta do his look.
General.
I'll call him because he gets another call from me. Me and you best friend.
Yeah, I make mention to him to be on the more lookout for all junk vehicles.
We're gonna have to do something with dogs too. I mean, they're tired of, backyard, you can't get in the backyard, you have to work without getting eat up.
I mean, you see that every day.
It's getting worse.
Tied up dogs.
Tied up the light poles, wherever they can tie them.
Yep.
And they hungry.
Right.
Excuse me. Have you got a recommendation or something we want to try to do? Or?
I don't know, I mean, we need to think of something, because
Anytime you
It's
see a
somewhat
dog,
tied.
anytime you see a dog tied to a pole with no shelter or anything, please report it to us, because that's dangerous.
okay, all right.
We can handle that. If he doesn't have shelter or food, we can take care of that. That'd
He's
be
just
that.
usually really good about responding and stuff like that. If he's on out there, I've called him a time or two myself.
Anybody sees fire department, y'all, TVA, if y'all see a dog tied to a pole with no food or no sustenance, please let me know. Let Dennis know, we'll get Benji down.
That's great.
All
Thanks,
right,
man.
thank you. That it? Very good. All right, Barry?
Thank y'all for the
Thank you,
review.
Andy.
Over here.
Good afternoon, I'm Barry Thompson, your Deputy Chief of Police. I just have one thing today, I'm requesting permission to pay an emergency repair to Jay's Towing and Auto for repair done to Benji's dog truck in the amount of $5,920. As y'all know, that is the only dog truck we have. Andy was nice enough to let us use one of his vehicles while it was down, but it doesn't have the winch.
You can start right now. I'm motion that.
I did use items 3, 4, and 6 on the emergency repair. repaired, Mr. Coleman, for reasons why I needed it repaired.
I got a motion by Carl, second by Jimmy. Any further discussion? All in favor? By motion carried. That's good.
That's all I have, except, I know, Mr. Mayor, I just wanna put it out there. We've been talking about contempt warrants. The mayor reached out to me. We are gonna start pulling in some guys on a little overtime, doing some more detail, trying to collect some of these outstanding fines. But that would be city and county. I'm talking to the sheriff. They're gonna help us as well. We're probably gonna see more officers around, so just letting y'all know. Bill's gonna be out all there, so he's gonna be helping with more details as well. So anybody sees, you need some extra patrol, you let us know. We'll get it going.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Barry.
Yes, thank you.
Coleman, you have anything this time?
I mean, I think mine are executive session, I would go those with you, closed session.
Okay.
I'll make that.
All right. Thank you. Shauna, you have anything?
Yes. The first thing I have is for the MML voting delegate page that y'all do every year when you go to MML. It's just naming who's gonna be the primary voting delegate and naming an alternate for whoever's going to MML. So
I usually get the honor of doing that, but I'm not going this year, so.
Y'all four, so y'all need to nominate who's gonna be the.
Typically, is
number one,
that,
number two.
well, I don't know what you want to do typically.
Jimmy, I'm not going either, so y'all need to.
You wanna be the
Jimmy,
primary?
can you do it?
Okay, so Jimmy the primary.
I'm planning on it, but I don't know.
Carl, you going? Wiz going, aren't you?
I'm going.
That Wiz be the.
I'll do it.
Okay.
And then the second thing I have is, Gilda with the Department of Finance reached out to me and said that I needed to open 2 non-interest bearing accounts for the state money that will be coming in, involving the Covenant Crossing extension as well as the ladder truck. So I just need approval to establish those 2 non-interest bearing accounts.
All right, motion made by Jimmy, second by Dennis. All in favor? Motion carries, no opposition.
And that's all I have until executive session.
Go ahead. Fire chief.
How y'all doing today? All right, I only got a couple things here today. First thing I got y'all the annual, the April monthly report on run. The second thing that I got, that I would like for y'all to approve the specifications and be able to obtain quotes for the fire extinguisher problem.
All right. Motion made by Carl, second by Stan. All in favor? Motion carries, no opposition.
And I want to recognize my new deputy chief, James Bryant, back there in the back.
Oh, come on up, man. That's it, man.
He hit the ground running.
That's a good guy
He
there. I work with him.
he understood the assignment and he took off, so he's doing really good already. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Thank
Hey,
y'all.
Chief, on your burn prop,
Yes, sir.
is that something you intend to do in this budget, was the budget, or are you looking just preparing for next budget?
This is for this budget, but it's not in the budget. It's coming from a special fund that was set up just for this 20 years ago.
Okay.
And that's the money.
It's not gonna hurt this year's budget?
No, sir, it's not
Okay.
supposed, it's a special fund that was set up for fire safety only,
Thank you.
of crops. So that's it. Yes, sir.
Glad to have you. See how easy this job is?
Yes, sir. He wants it already. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
I got one in for executive session.
All right. All right, Rodney Holly.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, board. I'm Rodney Holly. I'm super grateful to be here representing the Batesville Civic Center. I had a chance at Rotary today to brag on all that we have done as a civic center, as a city, and as a team. So some of the notes that you will see today, if you were a Rotary, you already heard that. So I'm going to do it again. But I am grateful to be here and appreciate y'all's time. I do have a couple of things before we get into those. I have 1 and 2. I have I'm requesting approval for specs for a freezer in the south concessions and obtain quotes. Also approval for specifications for refrigerator in the south concessions and obtain quotes.
All right, let's do those one at a time. All right. Motion made for the first one, which is a freezer by Stan, second by Dennis, all in favor. The motion carries, I see no opposition. All right, we need now for a refrigerator motion. All right, Carl made a motion, second by Stan, all in favor. Motion carries, I see no opposition.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I have an addition that I had when we started the meeting. I got a text from Keith Ailes, who was with the Exchange Club, and he is requesting, the Exchange Club is planning the Memorial Day event on the square on Monday, May the 25th at 11 a.m. In case of rain, he is asking for permission to use the Civic Center Conference Room A and B, is what we did last time in the event of the rain, from 10 a.m. until 12 noon on Monday, May the 25th. If there is a rain out that they cannot do outside. And I'm
Does
requesting
it
that.
fit your calendar or everything?
It does, yes.
So moved.
All right, motion made by Jimmy, second by Wiz, all in favor. All right, motion carries.
And he will communicate with me on if that is the case.
That went good last year too.
It did work good, yeah. And it's a holiday, so staff will be off, but I'll work it, coordinate with y'all on that. So, and the other one has to do with, and I'm making sure we are talking about the sound system and the payment process that they are requesting. And I needed to see if that is something that y'all consider and approve. And
Rodney, why don't you save that and do a, go
Executive
in closed session and see if it is an executive session.
If it is now.
Because that may get into some stuff that would be an executive session.
Yes, sir.
matter. Not all of it, but some of it.
some of them, that's what I would request.
Do it in the closed session.
Okay. I have something for potential closed session that we will consider then. All right. Now I would like to thank you, Mr. Mitchell. I want to talk about a couple of things here. If y'all will bear with me while I get my notes together. The International Venue Management Conference is coming up in June, and I've been invited to attend the Venue Management School Year 2, and y'all approved for me to do that. And I want to focus on that just for a few minutes here. There are only a certain number of venue managers from each state that get invited to it, and I got invited last year and finished third in my class of several people. I plan on finishing stronger this year than in third place.
This is the one in Indianapolis.
This is in California. This is the one in Point. But what that's going to be is you've got training from every aspect, whether it's part of the main arena, conference room, safety, our barn, our sponsorships, upgrading facilities. It covers everything, and it's an honor for me to be able to go. And I'm so grateful that y'all approved that I can get, my test scores are sent back to the mayor and the board, so we'll make sure I did well. So that was the first part I wanted to do. Then I wanted to get into the growth and the recognition. This is one more page. Since I started here, I'm coming up on my third year as the Civic Center Director, and I appreciate the opportunity for that. I spent a ton of time getting us listed in a national trade magazine. It's called Polestar, and every person that does any kind of event, from a training to a concert to kids events all the way up, we are now listed as the first choice in Mississippi. So when these agents and these event planners come out looking for places to consider to put their event, Batesville is listed as the first one. I know we're B, and so we automatically got listed, but it sure feels good to be the first one in there. This is complemented also by what I sent in from a few years ago. That blue folder there is what we won from Ole Miss, from the Shark Tank competition, for those students that did the marketing for us. That was another factor that helped us be listed in there. And so now when these agents and all these companies are looking for places to host events, they pull up that and Batesville is listed first. And I'm very proud of that. That was definitely a team effort on everybody's part, so I thank you for that. April, May events. Again, I'm totally amazed that we can turn it around the way we do. This is from the Southern Flea Market. They had over 2,500 people come through the doors. That company is from Hot Springs, Arkansas. A lot of those vendors are not from here, and so they have to automatically stay at least 3 days, because they load in on Friday, the event's on Saturday and Sunday. That's an economic impact that we continue to get and draw in. So the last count I saw through the doors was around 2,550. Okay, so that's one of the impactful events that we have. This is amazing to me that we go from this into the flea market. So I got my pictures flipped around, but we go from this into a flea market in a matter of a couple of days. This set the tone, as I said, the Domino event. This has opened the doors for a lot of other stuff, not just concerts, but sporting events, expos, big national events are starting to look at us based on that magazine that we got put in and that we were successful in doing that. So, PFG Food Show, several of y'all came and supported that. That was right after ZZ Top, right in between the flea market, so you can tell where I'm going with how we can turn this thing around very quick, and we're getting known as something that can accommodate whatever walks in the door. Whatever that promoter is, we can turn it into that. So this is what we just wrapped up. That was the reason, apologies that the walking track was shut down, but this was Mac Down equipment training over 7 or 8 days. They had students come in from at least 20 states that I know of, and came in and worked on the training of these new implements, and some of these haven't even went to market yet, but they've come in for safety training. They spent time here, they had per diems, they stayed in our hotels, stayed in our restaurants. So this is coming back next year very automatically. Before he got too far out the door, I went ahead and got him signed back up. Signed back up.
That's a really good deal.
Last one, out in the barn, Dunlap and Kyle wanted to come out and do an employee appreciation for their Batesville office. Had a barbecue cooking contest, but had about 250, 300 people there. This was in between the barn and the main arena. They wanted the barn just in case it rained or the weather. But the people that I got to work with on that, their feedback and their event response form was there were people there that they'd never seen smile before. And so to me, that's what this place is for, just to have events like this. And if it would have rained, they could have moved everything inside. The kids' events, all that could have went inside. Graduation is this weekend, and our staff is there getting the stage ready, getting the main entrance ready, and then getting our marquee. It's out on the marquee now. And one more thing on the marquee, we did put the South Panola Fast Pitch Championship softball team there on our marquee now, so definitely wanted to spot. Definitely wanted to spotlight that. So.
That's it.
That's it. I believe that is everything on mine. If you have any questions, I know I hit it the high points, but any questions for me?
You did a good job. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you all very much.
You're going to stand by.
Thank you.
Very good. He put it on.
You mean you cut it any time?
You need these?
Mayor, Board, Keith Full, Parks Director. So I've got two things that I don't know what order it's in with y'all in y'all's book. So it's not in your book. All right. So it says order establishing policy for the use of Batesville mounds. Looks like that. Is that not in y'all's book? All right. So anyway,
I might be on there. I thought you already gave it to me.
I gave it to you.
Okay. My bad. It's on me.
All right, that's okay. We're not gonna blame anybody. So I guess we can. You're not gonna approve this today. You're probably gonna take it undivided because you haven't seen it. So what this is Common got together a policy for general use for the mounds, And we spoke about this at the last board meeting, that we needed to get something put on paper for what the mounds are used for, or can and can't be used for. So he got this together here. If y'all want to pass it around and look at it, I don't know. It doesn't really do any good. You might want to take it under advisement.
So, Mayor, could you just get Sully to email it all to us, or we can look at it?
Okay, we'll just do that.
And then the other thing was, this pertains to that also. So this one here is just if you're gonna, if we allow a usage for the mound, it's, all it is an application. The application has to come before the board, and the board has to approve the application if they want to do a use of the mounds. And of course, that will tell you what you can and can't use it for. And then the only thing that I wanted out of here was, on the last page, it talked about some keys. And evidently y'all give keys for that little church when they rent the church, the small church, is that right?
Yeah, and I left it in there because I didn't know what the deal is on getting it out of there.
Yeah, so the only thing that I would take out of this one is I would not give out any keys to that Indian mound. One, we have an alarm system on it too. Those keys go to more than just Indian mound. So I really wouldn't want any keys given out to Indian mound. And I would suggest that Indian mound not be used unless
you're there, you oversee it.
Somebody representing the city is there. Me, the mayor, so.
And that museum section does not need to be open unless a representative is there.
Totally agree.
For any reason.
Any reason.
We all need to put all those thoughts on the drafts. This is just a real rough draft.
Yeah, it is a rough draft.
Hey, you have any problems out of the bathrooms out there?
I have not
Are they
yet.
staying clean?
They're staying clean. Nobody's tore up anything yet. So yeah, so knock on wood, we're doing good out there. We are fixing to make some more improvements. I don't know if you've been out there the past few days or not, but we brought some pavers out there. We're gonna take those timbers up.
I saw them
and
sitting out
pavers
there.
and mulch, and so it'll look a little different in the next couple of weeks if it don't rain for the next 12 days.
It's like
it's going to.
Looks like some new tire tracks in the parking lot.
No, they're new truck. Those are old.
Those old? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, there's no new.
No
Those
new.
are old. Now, they make a solution. If y'all want me to get those up, they have a solution where I can spray on there and probably pressure wash them up if y'all want those
Is
tire
that the
tracks.
same one that's been on there for the last 6 months? Man, long yet? I hadn't been out there in a few days.
No, they're not gonna leave there till you actually do something with them.
Well, it would be nice to get rid of them because it sends a bad signal.
If y'all want me
Anybody
to,
comes in.
I'll get some solution. I'll get that cleaned up and get them off.
Well, I would highly recommend you do that.
I'll do that for you. Sure will.
I mean, when you pull in there and you see that, what's the first thing you think?
I agree.
Oh.
It was one truck that did it. I had them on video, and I couldn't get the tag of the truck, but we're fixing to have a camera up there pretty soon. And if it happens again, we'll get the tag.
We can do that, that'd be nice. Great.
That's all I have. Unless y'all have anything else for me.
Great. Hey, I gotta tell everybody, we've been working real close on our tennis, trying to get that done. And this past week, when reading the grant and looking at it, it dawned on me that what we submitted was a grant application for our entire tennis facility. This is an annual grant, and we can piecemeal that. So that's what Heath and I've been working with, and with Blake, that we're going to pull out all of it and just apply for the first few tennis courts, and we can get grant funding for that this year, and then the next few the next year. So we can do that and stagger it. And they present. I mean, I spoke to everybody about it, and they responded to us and said, you know, that's allowable. So we're going to try to do the development from the tennis standpoint in phases. And we hope that's going to be great. So we're going to anticipate finishing the first few courts this year. Now it's a crunch, but that's what we're going to try to do. And I thought Blake was going to be here to announce, are you going to do the dirt work?
Yes, sir.
You got all that?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's what we need to get rolling so we can be within our timeline to get our grant for this year. That'd be wonderful if we can.
Yeah, Blake and I spoke yesterday, and we were speaking about that. And what it is you just phase it. You know, do phase one, and you'll do 8 courts in the and the building, and then you do the next 8 courts next year, and you'll be complete. Now, the USTA grant does not include the pickleball side, so the pickleball is completely on us. We won't get any kind of grant funding for that because USTA they don't like to pickleball, so they won't give us any funding. That's the truth. My recommendation would be for the 8 tennis courts and the main pavilion, because I don't want those tennis courts wide open. I want you to have to come through the building, check in through the building to use those tennis courts. I don't want them open. I think they'll last longer, and our facilities will last longer if they're coming through and just not using them at will without somebody not knowing. And Blake said if we do it the way that we talked about, that he thinks if we get the dirt work and all that bid pretty quick, then we might be able to put some concrete in the ground by November. He would like for us to be putting concrete in the ground before November.
Okay. Well, whatever you need to do, bring it to us.
Nick's got all that, and he'll.
Whoever.
He's going. I think he's going to talk about all that. Blake sent it to him. He's going to talk about all that.
Great. Good. Thank you, sir.
Anything else? Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I think Ms. Laurel, I'm gonna let her go first, and
Okay.
I think
Want to talk about loans?
loans
Status?
and maybe the street.
Okay. So, the legislature, set aside $120 million for cities, counties, municipal power to, essentially have an advance on FEMA funds. So we have several grants that have been in the queue that, they're an appropriate queue, meaning at least 4 FEMA people have signed off on the funding amount. And this is, the loans that the projects that we're talking about are, basically a week or 2 weeks at a time grants for the debris contractors' invoices. So for Looks Great and Debris Tech, the first week, the second week, the third week. So each one of those is a separate grant. So we have several of those in a queue that the legislative loan can advance money on. So those are ready to be signed off on. And so we just need the board to approve that those loans advance to happen. If we don't do the loan, we'll still get the money, but it will be maybe 4 to 6 weeks behind and be a little bit more hoops to jump through. If we do sign the loan, we'll get it within about 48 hours.
Newton Common, y'all on the same
I've
page?
seen 2 loans, because I hadn't seen 4.
We have 2 more that have just entered the queues, but they're not ready for signature yet.
Those are the ones we've already signed. I looked at them once. I don't think we had any problem.
Well, these 2 have been in the queue now for 22 days.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, if we're looking at another 3 or 4 weeks, I mean, that's what they're recommending for us to do, is to.
It's easier processing, say that for sure.
All right, so what you're asking for is for the board to request a loan from the state for these 2 items here.
Yes, and if willing, for the future ones to be signed off as they're ready.
Okay.
Well, we don't know, so it's kind of it's like you asked last week, you know, what's the change? It was a change between the week.
Right.
It's real fluid, and what I understand, you know, it kind of on a state level and on a federal level. We hope that the money's going to be released, and they might even tell us, you know, hey, it might get released next week. Well, then it doesn't, and so that's kind of why we need to stay fluid on it, and watch it, and just, you know, be able to jump on it when we need to. You know, if we need to do this, Miss Laurel knows way more about it than we do, and she suggests that we do it. I kind of feel like we know.
So this puts us in line. Now,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
officially in line.
Yes, sir.
To get our money.
Well, we've got 2 vendors out there that are. I mean, they've done the work. They're done with us, and they're just waiting to get paid.
So really what we need to do then is to approve these 2 and then approve the others as they are finalized. Coleman, is that Kevin?
Yeah, and I don't know if y'all read these, I mean, they're pretty, I mean, as you would expect, they tie us up if we default.
Yeah.
They'll take back, I don't know how it would work, for example, with the TIP program. They going after taxes, they going after every source of revenue you got if we default. So I don't know how that would work with the TIP program. I guess.
Well, that's why we borrowed money from the state to go ahead and pay it.
Yeah.
And
I'm
that's-
just saying if for some reason the city defaulted, they got everything we're entitled to. Like a garnishment.
I don't think we're gonna
Right,
do that.
Well, nobody thinks they're gonna file. Nobody thinks they're gonna file bankruptcy. That's all.
Okay, we're gonna solve that by approving the loan.
Well, we've gotta do this to
I
get it
know
lined.
that. I know that y'all don't have a choice.
I
I
thought we
know
already
that.
approved 2 loans.
Well,
No,
there,
we didn't last week. We talked about it, but we didn't.
yeah, they need signed. We did the application, so it's all filled out, but we have to have a signature. That particular document says if they fund it and FEMA doesn't finalize the grant, even though 4 people within FEMA have signed off, you know, if the last 3 don't sign off, then NEMA will take that money out of sales tax over the next 2 years or over the next time period.
This is just a step in the whole procedure. It has to be done, and
Has
if we
to be
don't,
done.
we will. I mean, if we don't get this money.
Well,
so.
You owe the money to
We
the
owe it anyway.
contractors
Right.
one way or the other. If you do it this way, you can pay them sooner and you can just mark it off. The other thing the loan does is, Shauna and Newt know, like, I'll call it the normal MEMA process. There's a bit more hoops to jump through of, they want to see the canceled checks before they advance if we do. And we can address we can address it. It's perhaps just a lengthier, there's more administrative burden, let me put it that way.
Mayor.
If we do the loan, it's in the account.
I'd like to make a motion that we allow you to sign these 2 loan documents that are already.
Very good. Second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor? Motion carries, no opposition. So we'll get that done today.
Okay.
And then part 2, another separate motion to allow you to authorize the next 2 that are being worked on.
All right, sir. Motion by Jim, second by Stan. All in favor? Motion carries. I see no opposition.
Great, so next, that was good. Now let's talk about the not so good. We do have road damage. We have identified it to FEMA. We do not have to wait for FEMA to do the work, and we don't have a guarantee that FEMA is going to pay for the asphalt repairs. Things are going good on the debris. Like, I'm just here to tell you, like, things are going good right now, but they may not go good all the way through the asphalt. And because FEMA hates to pay for asphalt. We have good documentation to support it, but know that it's a possibility that it may not happen. So that combined with the fact that we don't necessarily need to wait for FEMA to do the site inspection, I would recommend that you perhaps go ahead and get bids and start the procurement process for the asphalt so that, number 1, we have a dollar amount to know how much to ask for FEMA, and number 2, if that road absolutely has to be repaired.
Are we talking about final law?
Yes, sir.
The problem is trucks are still running
Yeah.
on the road.
Yeah.
The damage is getting worse
Yeah,
every
every
day.
day.
Yeah.
So how do we get a dollar amount when
You
we're
have to do the whole
continuing?
road.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
whole road's gotta be done.
Yeah, it could be the whole road.
No, I mean,
And-
seriously,
Yeah.
from where that, I mean, if you go out there, you can see what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But the other road, the House Carson Road, tore up too. It's tore up from
Yeah.
Eureka Road all the way to Walmart. That's a mile
So we
and a
just
half.
need to get a cost estimate on those, and so that, number 1, we have that to submit to FEMA, but we also need to be
Well,
aware and be looking for potentially other grants.
There's another factor in there. If we're wondering if we're gonna get any assistance in paying for this damage, because I thought we were, then we need to get these trucks off that road. They need to quit using it.
Well, that was the question I had. How long is this gonna go on?
The counties,
Well, how long is it
Yeah,
gonna keep
the
going?
county.
Yeah.
I don't think more than the next month.
Well, I got, 3 weeks ago, I got an estimate from Westland, it'll take a month.
Yeah.
So they ought to be
They ought to
real
be
close.
rounding up.
They ought to be real close. Now, you mentioned they don't like to pay for asphalt. Now, I'm gonna break that down.
Let me say
to
road
three.
repairs.
Okay.
Yeah, road repairs.
Okay.
So, I mean, we have good documentation. I'm just not standing here saying, you can take this to the bank. These debris projects, I'm saying, you can take it to the bank. The road repair, sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. And that's as good as my crystal ball works on that.
That's why you're handling it.
What-
You gotta
You
do
have
it.
the best chance of
That's
getting
right.
it with us,
Right.
but know that, just because fair is not always fair.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we give new commission to get quotes on, blacktop and all the roads from Eureka to Walmart and Pine Lodge Road where it's damaged from halfway down through there.
Okay, there's a second motion. There's a second by Jimmy. All right, all in favor? Motion.
Wait, discussion.
All right, discussion.
I mean, I agree with you, Mike. But we need to put in there not just to overlay it, but to repair it, because some of those places, I rode out there the other day, it's places that's
Oh,
going to have to be
yeah.
dug out and,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and there's a lot more to it than overlay it.
Yes, sir.
Right, if you have that base failure, just putting it on top, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
The
well, that's-
language in their contract, the debris looks, does the repair right?
It's not, others have tried.
To repair damages, it's in there, it doesn't say, they're supposed to repair the damages.
That's if they hit a mailbox.
No, that's not.
That's not what it says, because we were led, I'm sorry, but.
Others have
we were
tried.
le- We were
Others have
led to
tried
believe
against that
a few weeks
contract.
ago that this road would be fixed.
Fix back to normal.
We were led to believe that.
This language, and I don't have it with, this language that they're responsible for damages they cause.
But I do agree with the motion, but not just to overlay it,
Yeah.
to fix it.
Yeah, well, that was my
There's a lot
question.
different.
I think that was your motion, actually.
Yeah, to fix it back to like.
To fix, to get quotes to fix it.
Yeah, that's
Right. Repair and.
And overlay.
Okay, now, that was a motion, and then, a second by Dennis, any further discussion? All right, all in favor? Motion carries, no opposition.
I'm gonna be sending out, a Google survey. It's kind of like, a Survey Monkey or other, if the city would help, or if you individually would help, send that survey out to your constituents, that would be very helpful. This is to help gather volunteers and donations. It's very important for our 12.5%. So right now, FEMA has approved just over 3.3 million in costs. We know we have more costs to come, but even at the 3.3 million that they have approved, 12.5% of that is a lot. We don't have the numbers in volunteer donations in this county, in this city, like, yet. I know it's out there. I know everyone did a lot of volunteer cooking meals for delivering fuel. So if you will just help spread the word and have citizens fill out that survey, that's where we're at in this point in the. We didn't get enough from the major groups. We had a lot from World Kitchen. That was close to $250,000 countywide, but it's just the city needs that amount. So.
But I thought you thought we really had it covered with.
We're good, but we need some more.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know how we do that, but we can try to do it. You've got more
So-
information.
Every one of you volunteered, everyone sitting at this table I know volunteered some hours that you weren't paid for. Right? You better have.
Okay.
So we'll send out
That-
that survey, and if we could just help publish that, that'd be great.
Very good. All right.
Other than that, you'll see FEMA doing some site inspections out in the city probably over the next 6 weeks. And we'll just keep on keeping on. It's my official keep on keeping on.
All right. Now, are you going to address the Looks Great release?
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
Who's going to do that?
That's on me.
Who's going to do that? All right. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First thing, I would like to remind the board of their board member management training and advanced board training at the Public Works Office on July the 7th and July the 9th. Ma'am?
They came in July 7th, that's the ones we needed to put changed. I think the mayor tried to get them to change some more meeting day. I can't hang up and have to do it.
That conflicts with the board date. I called that group and asked them to change the date, and they had no interest in doing that. But they're still gonna hold it here. We can't have our representatives there. We have to go to another place or do it online.
Is that an option?
Yes.
Is online?
Yes.
I don't know about the management part, but
Well, it's still gonna be held here.
Yes, sir.
But I don't think we'll have any representation from the C4.
How long do we have to take those classes?
We're out of compliance right now.
Okay.
that's my thing for this one.
For the management, the first one.
Is that where the two have to go?
I think all of them. I think every board member is required to attend. Okay.
So let's kick that down the road just a little bit.
I'm requesting permission to accept the boring permit for C-Spire on Highway 51 South.
All right, motion made by Jim, second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor? I see no opposition, motion carries.
In your letter, in your packet, there's a letter that we worked up. Looks Great Services has asked for a release letter, and so I'm asking permission to accept that letter and allow myself and the mayor to sign.
Does this have anything to do with what we've been talking about?
No, it does not release them from anything from their contract. It just says that their work has been completed and they did it satisfactorily.
With the city.
With the city.
But we need to release them, they're through. Need a motion?
We gotta do that, I guess.
Yeah.
So moved.
All right, motion made by Jimmy, second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor? Motion carries. I see no opposition.
Thank you. I apologize, I'll be right there with this. Okay, so y'all talked about the welcome to Batesville signs for 35 South and 35 North. I talked to Miss Ginger out at Southern Brick, and I just got an estimate on how much it costs for us to purchase the brick and mortar for one sign. This is not official, but it's she gave me an estimate for one sign, brick and mortar, $3,368.60. So in order to do two signs, which I think that would be best, I need to ask y'all permission to seek quotes for the brick and mortar, and or if y'all hear me out for a second, if we're going to do both the South 35 South and 35 North, we're going to have to bid it out. Either which way you look at it, it's the legal thing to do. It's just the best way to go about it. Can we put the whole project out to bid, and the specs for the signs are in the board packet, so we can approve the specs today for the signs. We can approve, I could ask y'all to approve the brick. The brick for the 35 South sign would be the same brick that we put in front of Lowe's. And the brick for the 35 north sign would be the same brick that's out there at the airport industrial park now, the columns, I think that would be a good match. And also ask y'all to approve the 2 locations for the signs, of the sign on 35 South and the sign on 35 North. And ask y'all permission to allow Mendrop Engineering to start the permit process through MDOT, because we've got to have MDOT permits on both sites.
All right, well, let's do one.
I know it all needs to be
Yeah,
done
let's
at once,
do-
but
let's kind of-
it's a big deal. I want to get both the signs done. I think we could get them done together cheaper than just doing one here and then waiting a couple months and doing another one. And so if we could get a contractor to do both of them at the same time, and I'm hoping, that's what I'm hoping for.
So you gonna let the bidder buy the bricks new?
Yes, sir. Just let them do it all.
Turnkey.
Turnkey.
All right, well, let's get Mendrop to first get the permits, make the first motion. Get Mendrop to get the
Yes,
permits first.
permits from MDOT, and I'll get you the locations.
Right, that be done, that motion by Stan,
Sir.
second by Carl. Any further discussion on permits, all in favor? All right, motion carries. Now, the other is to get specifications for a complete project on the signs.
The specs for the sign are in your packet, so if y'all approve those specs, and we'll just say in the minutes that the 35 South sign will be the same brick as what's in front of Lowe's, and then the 35 North sign, the brick will be the same brick that's out there at the airport industrial park right now, or something that matches. If we can find the same brick or something very comparable, and that'd be the only thing we need to, I think that y'all need to
You can get
approve
that tomorrow.
for the specs. Yes, sir.
Well, I motion.
Okay.
All right, motion made by Carl, second by Stan. Any further discussion? All right, all in favor? Motion carries.
Great. So
Hey.
I will,
And also, this money will come out of tourism.
Right. Right, we've got it set aside in it, or, yeah. All right, while we're talking on this news, I asked Newt, we're talking about signs within the city, we've got so many street signs that are missing, stop signs that are not perpendicular, they're leaning, they're faded out. I've asked Newt to go around now and put new stop signs where needed, or straighten them up, and to put street signs out. We didn't discuss the speed bumps, and those, now they need to be repainted, to make it look good.
Yes, sir.
I've asked Newt to look into that for us, so.
had 2 guys started that yesterday.
So,
That's needed.
and thank you for that on the signs. We need to be consistent. We got different colored signs in different areas. Figure out, we're gonna put green or whatever the sign. And
That's right. And so I'll comment on that, and it's one opinion versus another, but I'll do whatever y'all tell me to do. So we do have a surplus of blue signs. They're older signs, but there's a surplus of them over at the old shop. And if a street sign needs to be replaced, and we already own that street sign and it's blue, we put it up. But what I was told by Shelton was that several years ago, y'all decided y'all didn't like the blue signs and that y'all wanted to go green. We're not buying blue signs anymore, but we're trying to use up the blue signs that we already own. We'll stop that if y'all want us to.
We did that about 10 or 12 years ago. We voted to go all green.
All green, okay. But we'll go all green and we'll roll on.
I mean, you don't see many blue signs in nice town.
No, sir.
That's kind of outdated.
Okay. And we've been, they've used them up, and it's still a good bit. I can't tell you, I couldn't give you a number. I'd be lying to you if I guessed a number, but they're all sorted out in boxes and stuff. But
Well, that's
we were just trying to use
insignificant.
them.
That's really insignificant. We want, according to what you just said, we want green sign uniform throughout the city.
And occasionally, we'll put up one of the decorative signs here or there if the board
Yeah.
votes on it, certain spots.
They started, got 2 guys that started that yesterday. Also started, our ditch guys started last week. I didn't put them directly in Sand Creek. I put them over in Dogwood Hills, getting that ditch cleaned out, and they got it cleaned out, but they started Sand Creek this week, and they've made pretty good progress in the past 2 days, 3 days. Friday, I think they started Sand Creek Friday.
They in the ditch.
They're in the ditch cutting and getting after it.
And be interested in what.
Okay, so did we get everything covered on the sign? I'm getting quotes for both signs. Mendrop's getting the permits, and we're good to go. Okay, good deal. Makes me happy. Thank y'all.
Make me happy too.
So we took care of that one. I've got some news. Daniel Cole called me this morning and asked me to come out to the new EMA office out at the industrial park, and they've got a big old hill with a lot of dirt, and I think the county has signed off or is going to sign off on giving that dirt to the city. So I talked to Blake and I asked him, you know, which project does this dirt need to go to first? Does it need to go to Buckhorn? Does it need to go to Covenant? Does it need to go to the tennis court? So we'll be working that out, but I wanted to let y'all know that the county, looks like the county's going to surplus a good amount, a really good amount of good dirt for one of these upcoming projects.
Very good.
All right, let's talk about the I-55 lights at Highway 6 and Highway 35. So we finally got a quote in from an unofficial quote that came in from a vendor. It was DeSoto County Electric, and that quote came in. I'll just tell y'all what we're looking at. To fix the 3 lights at the north baseball exit, that's to take them down and repair them. Everything is damaged, to get the lift back going, and then for 82 high mass fixtures and 26 low mass fixtures, and doing all the work, we're looking at $284,471. Okay, so that's over $75,000. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay, it's over 75,000.
Well, that's way over $75,000. So what I understand, how I understand and interpret it, anything that's over $75,000, you've got to turn that over to, it either has to have an engineer stamp or architect stamp. Well, it's not an architect job, it's an engineer job. So before we go any further with this lighting project, and I hate to do it because I know it costs more money, but we got to stay legal and we got to do what we got to do. So I'm asking y'all permission to get Mendrop Engineering involved. Let them get the specs, work up the specs, bring the specs to y'all. We've got it. We know the specs. We know what lights we need, but we've got to be official and do it all right and legal. But get Mendrop involved. Let them do what they got to do. Follow all the proper procedures, and then we'll put this out
for
for bid.
both interchanges.
Both interchanges.
So moved.
I'll second
All right,
that.
motion
Thank you,
by
Chief.
Jimmy, second by Stan. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, motion carries, no opposition.
Thank
Now
you.
that, $30,000+, like 36,000 will be an incentive that comes off that. I estimated 100, I didn't know, I just estimated 180,000. So I was pretty far off.
But we may get a better quote. We're lucky.
Right.
It's smaller.
But anyway, we doing it this way, we get $30,700, $800 incentive. That's good.
Can you go ahead and apply for that, or how's that work?
No, it's, yes, we have. It's already, yeah. We're good.
All right, thank y'all.
But we never can do it until they really approve the plans. All right?
Okay, so let's talk about the mounds, Batesville mounds, requesting permission for Mendrop Engineering to obtain quotes at the Batesville mounds for the parking lot striping.
Okay. Motion made by Stan, second by Wiz, all in favor? Motion carries, no opposition.
Thank you. Requested permission to bid debris clearing for the Batesville mounds. That's is it 100, how much was that for, Mayor? 100?
The total project?
Yes, sir.
360.
360, okay, all right.
All right, and motion now for debris is made by Stan, second by Wiz. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, motion carries, no opposition.
Thank you. Let's talk dirt work for the tennis courts. Requested permission permission to allow Mid-Drop Engineering to start the process of getting bids, quote, and stuff for the dirt work out there at the tennis court site.
Right.
And that's all the dirt work, that's including moving that force main also.
All right, and I had asked Blake about why couldn't the city do it? Why can't the county help with us? And he gave me some good reasons that we need to hire this out. It is not a significant amount anyway. If you get somebody come in and putting concrete tennis courts over where somebody's done dirt work, it needs to be the same person that's going to be responsible for not doing something right.
It's crack and stuff.
That's right.
So we
that's-
want the contractor to be responsible for all that stuff.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right. So, I was trying to get it done for nothing, but never happens. So we're asking for a motion for specifications or to quote, what was it? What do you-
I mean, you've already seen the layout, and you've already approved. I mean, you're going to do eight courts and the facility. So
What are you asking
We need quotes to do dirt work.
we need quotes. We need to bid out the dirt work for the entire site.
Okay. Got a motion by Stan, second by Will. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, motion carries. I see no
We don't need
other.
to look back 3 or 4 years from now and that thing go cracking up.
No, no.
I mean, we got to take this thing one step at a time and do it the right way. Let's see.
Now, also, he said he's gonna do, so we don't get behind this year, to get quotes on the, putting in the tennis courts. Let me tell you that.
He didn't. That wasn't on my list of things to do today, was it?
I believe we're doing the earthwork and 8 tennis courts and one
Okay.
building would be in one package.
One
For
package.
now.
Okay, so that was included in that one thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, the next thing.
The reason for that is, again, excuse me, so we can, time is our enemy right now because we're trying to reapply for that particular grant. And this way we can get it all done. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Do y'all have a job description in your packet?
I put it in executive session.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that in
I didn't
executive session? Okay. That's all I have.
Water
What about the
main.
water main? I'm
Oh,
assuming-
yes. Thank you for reminding me about that. Asking permission to approve 6-inch water main relocation at the Underground Solutions and In Situ Form site. It's all been, Blake and myself have looked at all the plans. There is we do need to stay fluid, because the exact location of the relocation of the pipe will kind of happen when it gets relocated. They don't want to put it on a map and say it's going to be exactly right here. It may be 4 foot this way or 4 foot that way, but it's in our plans that will stay informed. So asking permission to allow the contractors for that group to relocate that 6-inch main, and that's on them, not on us.
We need more.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, motion made by Carl, second by Wiz. Any further discussion? All in favor? All right, motion carries. I see no opposition.
And there's also the 15-foot easement for that water line that's currently there. That easement, whenever it gets moved, that easement will change also, but we know that'll be in the future. We don't need to do anything for that today.
Dude, out there at the tennis court, before we get into this dirt, are y'all gonna move that pipe out from under yourself?
Sir?
At the tennis court?
That force main?
Yeah, are y'all gonna do that? Who's gonna do that?
The contractor will.
They gonna do that
That's
too?
part of the biggest part.
That's part of the deal, okay?
Yes, sir.
I just didn't know. Okay, good.
Don't have any questions? Concerns?
Get these signs built, I'm looking forward.
Hey, dude, down here on Pollard, you know where Hayward Lee's house is, the house next to him. You come out of Pollard and Booth at that
Okay.
point. Look at that stop sign. There's a bush that's grown up. You can't even see the stop sign.
Okay.
I mean, everything's cut up right to that post, but then the bush comes up and just covering up that sign.
All right, sir.
Get, clean that up a little bit.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, I think that's it, except for the board. Dennis, you got anything for us? You good? Jim?
I have a question for executive concern for everybody
Okay,
else.
done here, all right. Stan,
I've
anything?
got two things.
All right.
I'd like to ask the board, if we could, to allow the mayor and Shawna, whoever, maybe the mayor, to do a proclamation for the South Panola Girls State Championship team, and to present that to them, hopefully, at the next board meeting in 2 weeks, if we can get them here. If not, whenever we can get them here.
All
That's
right.
all.
We'll do
Sound
that.
good?
That's the motion.
All right, motion made by Stan, second by Carl. Any further discussion? All in favor? Motion carries.
Second thing I wanted to ask y'all, can we please, if we can, get together in the next month or 6 weeks and talk about gas rates and gas prices before we get to the budget? I want to have a work session on gas. I don't know how many work sessions we had last year on it, but I don't think we accomplished anything. And I don't want another year to go by without us getting our ducks in order about gas for next winter. So hopefully, maybe in the next month, we can pick out a day, come out here one afternoon, get Howard to come up here and talk about gas.
Mayor, can you talk to Howard and get that set
I
up?
can get it set up, just like we did this last one with Darrell and Blake. That'd be great.
And I'd like to do it at a work session, not a board meeting, at a different day.
A different day, yeah. Cool. All right, I can do that, be glad to.
That's all I got.
Carl, you have anything?
No, sir.
All right, we're gonna consider executive session, I think, unless there's anything else in this meeting. All right, if not, I'll accept the motion
Close the meeting.
to close the meeting. All in favor?